Welcome back. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone His Excellency Ambassador Mohamed Al Orani, former Foreign Minister. Good afternoon, Your Excellency Ambassador Al Orani.
Good afternoon.
It's really a great honor to have you with us over the phone. Ambassador Arabi, could you shed a light on the Egyptian-Qatari relations?
Yes, of course. I think it is a very important visit by President Sisi to the Emirates of Qatar. I think Egypt has been involved in a lot of efforts since, or let us say before even the visit of President Biden to the region, in order to have a coherent strategy to face all the challenges which has now occurred in the whole world. So the importance of President Sisi's visit, I think it will characterize that Egypt is now continuing the same efforts in order to enhance the Arab opinions and the Arab stands in front of all the challenges which we are facing now. Egypt is already embarked on very active diplomacy, and especially President Sisi, to have contacts with all the Arab leaders in order to pave the way for successful meetings on our Arab summit in Algeria. Also, we have a very important event here in Sharm el-Sheikh, the COP27. So all these things actually give us the momentum in order to keep the Arab stands, together, and we have the same strategy, the same opinion, the same endeavor for different problems which occurred in our region. So the visit, I think it will be a landmark in the relationship between the two countries, and it will have a new step for the bilateral relation in all spheres, and it will cover many, of course, important files in the region.
Yes, Your Excellency Ambassador Arabi, also the importance of the visit by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi upon an invitation from Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, and the timing of this visit.
Yeah, the timing is very crucial, of course, because, as I said in the beginning, I think the whole world now is facing a lot of troubles, a lot of problems, a lot of even crises. The food crisis, the energy crisis. So all these things actually give us the reason to have more consultation and to have more exchange of views, and also try to have one strategy to face all these challenges. So the timing is so important, and I think it will be a sort of safety net for many other things that maybe we'll face in the near future. Because we cannot expect what's going on in this war between Russia and Ukraine, how long it will stay, and what kind of crisis will be the results of this war. So all these things actually give us, the reason to have consultation and try to exchange views, and also to have an Arab one point of views concerning all these issues. And in terms of the Arab unification, I think it will be also an important step, because as you just mentioned in the news, that this visit will also tackle all the threats for the national security of the Arab world, which is a lot now and is coming from everywhere. And that's why I think all these efforts, I think it will be successful efforts in order to face all these challenges.
Yes, Your Excellency Ambassador Arabi, Presidential Spokesperson Ambassador Bassam Radi said that President Sisi and Emir Tamim are scheduled to discuss, make intensive talks between the two sides with the aim of expanding bilateral cooperation on all levels between the two countries. What are the kinds of cooperation that we expect from this visit by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi upon an invitation from Emir Tamim?
Yes, I am pretty sure that the two leaders will, let us say, discuss the nitty-gritties of the issues, especially, of course, the bilateral relationship as you just mentioned, on different fields. And there is a lot of, or let us say, a wide range of issues. We can have more cooperation between the two countries. So maybe I think this visit will mark the importance of the cooperation between Egypt and Qatar, and I think Qatar will be more willing, to inject more investment in Egypt. So I think all these things will be one of the results of the visit, and it will give a real impetus to the relation between the two countries.
Yes. So, do we expect signing a memorandum of understandings, signing agreements? In what fields do we expect that would be some cooperation or agreements signed between the two countries during the two-day official visit by President Sisi?
Yeah, from my knowledge, that for the last, I would say, few months, the two foreign ministries, they had a lot of discussion and a lot of meetings in order to produce some sort of documents. So I am sure that the two leaders will inaugurate many agreements to cover different fields of cooperation between the two countries. And I think this will have a real, I would say, fruits for both the Qataris and the Egyptian people.
Yes. Your Excellency, Ambassador Orabi, now both leaders are expected also to discuss the situation also concerning some crisis in the Arab world. Can we say that Egypt and Qatar has the same stance concerning some problems some of the Arab countries are suffering from, like like Libya, like Syria, like Yemen?
Yeah, I think we have a common ground on all these issues. Egypt, of course, is a key player in the Libyan affairs, and in the meantime, Egypt and Qatar also, they are doing a lot of efforts to have a good, peaceful settlements for the Gaza violence lately. Egypt, of course, playing a leading role on that, but Qatar also has a sort of influence on different groups there in Gaza. So also in Syria, I think there is a lot of discussion will happen, and but Libya maybe will be the most important fight, because the leader of, or let's say the president of the parliament of Libya, he was in Qatar recently, so this might trigger more discussion on the Libyan issues, which is of course an important issue for Egypt and part of our national security. And also we are always, instrumental in the peaceful settlement of the Libyan soil.
Yes, Your Excellency, Ambassador Aurabi, most of the Egyptians living in Qatar and most of the Qatari citizens living in Egypt are always praising how they are enjoying staying in both countries, Egypt or Qatar, and they feel that they feel home. So how do you, what would you say about the coordination between the two countries concerning their expatriates, and what does this show of the brotherly relations between Egypt and Qatar?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Never have a sort of impact on the relation between the people of Egypt and Qatar. I think we have a lot of Egyptian community living there in Doha, and they are doing great efforts in order to enhance the economy and the progress in that country. And we didn't witness any kind of animosity or hatred towards them at all. Also in Egypt, as you know, a lot of Qataris, they came as tourists, as investors, as business people, and all of them, they are most welcomed, and we never hear that there is a sort of problems, facing all those categories. So I think this is actually always being the safety net for any kind of relationship between Arab countries, that the people of both countries, they are always enjoying sort of brotherhood and brotherly relationship and friendly and tolerance between the two nations.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. It's really a great honor to have you with us over the phone. Ambassador Mohamed Al Orani, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, thank you very much for joining us over the